What's up, chimisquad? Welcome back to our channel. If you guys are new here, I'm Shay.
And Eunice.
And today we're going to be trying Chick Fil A's new menu item. This is the honey pimento chicken sandwich. If you guys tried it as well, let us know down in the comments.
Before we get started, you already know what time it is. Time to give a shout out to the first 5 commenters to commented hashtag chimisquad on our last mukbang. So big shout out to F.ALH18, Selena Esquivel3758, Zan.H, Alepla95, and Grace Huang22. Yay! Thank you so much. Make sure to comment now for a shout out on our next mukbang.
Comment right now. So we have this honey pimento chicken sandwich over here, some mac and cheese, and crisp cut fries. Say grace.
Amen. Amen. Choice of drink today, we have Coke.
We have some Chick Fil A sauce, of course.
And buffalo sauce. So they said that this was spicy. That's what the worker told us because there's, I guess, jalapenos in here. I see cheese, like shreds of cheese in here, and
The worker said it's like cheese sauce.
Oh, there's only like 3 pieces of jalapeno in here. I think that's what she said was spicy.
Ah. Okay, first bite.
Are you gonna dip it in anything first?
Let's try no sauce.
No sauce first.
No
Okay.
sauce, no sauce. Okay.
Mmm.
I feel like you won't like it because it's sweet and savory.
I don't taste the sweet yet.
You know? I taste the honey. I'm gonna put some of the buffalo sauce.
Yeah, I think it needs some kind of like.
It's kind of sweet.
I feel like it could get a little bit nukia because it's very cheesy right now. Like nukia is like greasy, so. Mmm. Oh, I'm tasting the honey.
It's very sweet, savory, and cheesy. With a little bit of spiciness.
It's actually good though. No, I'm not gonna lie, it's really good. For being something that I usually wouldn't like.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Would I go out of my way to get it? No. I think the spicy deluxe is obviously better.
Same. That's all the cheese sauce over there. I personally like the spicy deluxe. But it's great to try something new. Try the Chick Fil A sauce.
Mm-hmm. Good, right? It's like when you use A1 sauce on fries and it still kind of tastes like steak.
You can't go wrong with the Chick Fil A sauce.
It still tastes like the spicy deluxe sandwich with the Chick Fil A
does.
sauce.
Love the... You know what? I had no idea that Chick Fil A's crisp cut fries was sprinkled with sea salt. I did not know until I just saw it right now.
I think it's because I really like cheese and jalapeno. Those 2 ingredients you can never go wrong with, whether it's jalapeno poppers or pretzels that's dipped in like jalapeno cheddar. I love those 2 together. And since it has it, I feel like I can kind of be okay with the honey.
I can see what you're tasting.
Yeah, you know what I mean, right? I'm trying to get more into that cheesy jalapeno flavor.
It's very cheddar cheesy jalapeno-ish. Yeah. So we got too excited to try the sandwich. We forgot to mention that we're doing another AITA topic today. We're going to be reading some more Reddit threads on like, am I the a-hole?
Can we try the mac and cheese first before we get into it?
Sure.
My taste buds are changing, you know? I'm starting to appreciate oven like mac and cheese.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I love it. It tastes more like kind of like authentic.
Yeah, I'm starting to appreciate it more. I used to be more into like the crafts type of, you know, like Velveeta.
Oh, yeah. Those instant ones.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No, I like the oven baked. Okay, so starting with the first topic. Am I the asshole for wanting to spend time with just my husband and 2 children? So, me and my husband have 5 children. 3 are from his previous marriage, so they are my stepchildren, and 2 are our biological children.
Oh.
Yeah, so they're half siblings.
Okay.
3 from the previous marriage, 2 biologically, both of their children.
But does he have custody of the other?
Yeah, so he has
okay.
custody of all the other children, so they live all together. 5 children, 2 parents in one house. I have been the 3 older kids' mother figure for almost 8 years now.
8 years.
8 years. So she's been there for a long time.
So she is the mom.
She's basically their mother.
Yeah.
Yeah. When I say that I am a mother figure to them, I mean I am there for them to listen to issues and normal teen stuff that they may want to vent on. I do the cooking, cleaning, clothes washing, etc., and all the general things a mom does in the home. They are responsible for keeping their own rooms clean. Okay. My husband and I split the cleaning 50-50 pretty much. However, I do 95% of the cooking. The older three do not babysit their younger siblings. I do not think that it is fair to ask that of them. Okay. I hear something.
Mila woke up and I think Angel's busy, so he didn't see the camera.
So, the three kids from the previous marriage, their ages are 14, 12, and 10.
Oh, so they're still kids.
They're still kids,
Okay.
but they're about like hitting their preteens. Their biological two children are 2 months and 1 month.
Oh, okay.
Wait, no, not 2 months. 2 years old and 1 year old.
I was like, wait, 2 months and 1 month? Wait, why didn't I question that?
Because it says 2M and 1N, but I think they meant like male.
Why didn't I question that?
Me too. I was like, wait, that doesn't make sense. So 2 years and 1 year old. She said, recently, in addition to spending quality time as a family of 7, have also been wanting to spend time with just me, my husband, and their 2 biological kids. My husband and I discussed this, and we are both in agreement that this can happen. Even though we have discussed this, every time an opportunity has come up to spend time with just the 4 of us, all 7 family members come along. I've gone along with this and allowed it to happen on these occasions, but I can feel myself getting frustrated that I have expressed a need and it keeps getting ignored. Just to clarify, I don't want all events to just be me and our 2 children and my husband. I'm only asking for it to happen occasionally. I want to have family time for all 7 of us to hang out and would be more than happy for that to happen 90% of the time. Am I an asshole for wanting this?
That's a hard one. I feel like you're not the a-hole for wanting that. Like, it's a desire. We're all human, you know?
Yeah.
But at the same time, it is kind of an a-hole behavior to push that. Because that's your kids too. You raised them for 8 years. Like, that's your child. When you marry this man, it's like, that's your family. You become one, you know?
I agree. You kind of like signed up into this knowing that's what you're gonna get.
Like, you knew it. He didn't hide them from you.
Right. I don't think it's wrong to kind of desire your own family time, but I think, well, if it was like just stepchildren and not half siblings, I can kind of like empathize with it a little bit more, but because they're half siblings, they're technically all family.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, even though the other children are not her biological children, they're siblings to her biological children.
You're right. So they're all siblings.
In that sense, I think it's a little bit more different. Like, you cannot really exclude them from family activities. And I think I'm more biased with the situation because of dad. Like, our dad, should I tell them about the... So our dad, he was born in 1946, pretty old. So he was alive during the North Korean and South Korean War. And his biological mother actually got shot by a North Korean soldier because he was living on the border. And so after that, he had a stepmom, and the stepmom had more children after, and the stepmom would show favoritism to the real children over my dad and his siblings. So I kind of like empathize with that a bit more, and I think it's a little unfair. Like, because also dad's half siblings are his siblings for real.
Also because you're not a mom.
Yeah.
So you're more on the child's
I'm more on the child perspective. But as a mom, I'm not a mom yet, but I can understand that you want time with your own biological children. But I don't know, that's hard. You're a mom, so maybe you should
as a mom,
explain.
I understand. That's what I'm not saying. You're not an a-hole for desiring that. You're a human. You're human, you know?
Yeah, that
it's
part I
fine.
agree.
Like, but to say it out loud can hurt other people, and to push it can hurt others, especially your own children. You're taking away the sibling experience from them.
Yeah.
Especially coming from a family of 4 kids, like, we know how great it is to have siblings. Like, that's the greatest gift I feel like a parent can give the child.
Totally agree.
That's because we had that experience.
Totally agree.
And so I feel like to take that away from your child just because of your own selfish needs, like your own selfish desires, that's the a-hole move, I feel like. I don't know, what do you guys think? Maybe we just need to hear other perspectives, right?
Yeah. I did read some comments where people were saying, well, maybe the age gap is not allowing them to do more like intimate family things. So, like, for example, if they're older, so they're not going to want to do like baby
Or like kids' playroom and stuff.
if that's the case, then I completely understand. But if that's not the case, then I don't think they should be excluded from family outings. Or maybe when the children spend time with their biological mom, which they do every weekend, is what the Reddit post said.
Oh yeah, then that's perfect.
Then that could be the perfect like window to hang out with your biological kids.
Wow, you really read into that.
Yeah, I really read into
these
it.
details.
Because I was like, this is really something I can empathize with, but I can't fully understand because I'm not a mother yet. But
I'm telling you, as a mom, yeah, I feel like
I think it's okay.
It is okay.
Yeah, I think it's okay. It's only human. But you kind of, I feel like, signed that away when you took on the other children. And also, if the husband is joining, which is all of their biological dads, but they're not joining, I think that's kind of messed up.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so...
Because that's their dad.
That is their dad.
They're still kids. Like,
Yeah.
under 18, I feel they're still a kid.
And they didn't ask for this. They didn't ask to be, like, in a new family. And have their parents divorced. And although that's not the new mother's fault, like, they didn't ask to be excluded either. Like, there could be other mothers that would include them and ignore their innate feelings. So, I don't know. I think it's unfair for the kids. They didn't choose the stepmother and they didn't choose the situation.
Don't we all know this story, though? Cinderella? I feel like it's so familiar. I mean, not saying that you're a bad mom or anything, like Cinderella's evil mom.
I mean, she's there for them.
But,
like,
yeah.
per the Reddit post, she cleans. She's there when they need a van. She was there 8 years, so she's a good mother. I think she just is conflicted with some of her human desires, you know. I guess I can kind of understand this because I think if there was other pets around me, I would want
Why
to
is
just be
Luna's
with
hair
them.
here?
You're lying.
I'm so serious. Why is Luna's hair all the way here from your house?
I was just talking about Luna and then she found Luna's
Dude,
hair.
we don't live with that cat anymore. Why is that cat's hair still getting in here? Look at that. Tell me that's not Luna.
That's Luna. But yeah, there was a time I had a roommate and that roommate had another pet and then that pet would like want more attention from me than my own, and that pet would like kick my cat out and like scare my cat away so my cat doesn't get attention from me. And at first I was like, it's okay, it's just an animal. And after a while I was like, get away from me. Stop messing with my cat. I guess I can't really compare. But,
You just did.
but anyway, the people voted and they called her the asshole.
Oh, yeah, see? Oh, it's hard though. Like, I don't want to judge her. But at the same time, it's like, girl, you knew the family situation and the dynamics when you got with that man. Like,
Yeah, it's totally fair to think that way, but I think it's unfair to execute it. Yeah.
so this one says, am I the a-hole for requesting wedding guests to not wear loud colors? So I'm currently planning my wedding, and in the process of putting together our wedding, my fiance and I added the dress code. So the dress code was like semi-formal, no loud colors, like not obnoxiously bright, hard to look at, no neon colors. And then she also gave them like a sample of colors, like shades of blue, green, earth tones, like 그런 거, mauve, brown. Oh, that's beautiful. That's something I would do. It's not like you can only wear these kind of colors. They literally gave them like a spectrum of like,
I get the vibe.
like
I get the vibe they're going for.
Yeah, so it's not like white, black, you know?
Yeah.
And so her mom got really upset seeing the request, accused her of being a bridezilla. And it's not the first time she called her bridezilla. I think there was a constant conflict between them during the whole wedding process. And she's just like constantly like, bridezilla, bridezilla, bridezilla. Like, you're too crazy about it, you know? What do you think? Do you think she's being the asshole for requesting it, or?
I mean, I don't think so. She gave a whole palette of shades to choose from.
Right?
Maybe she just wants her wedding to look a certain way for pictures. And I mean, it's kind of like having a costume party and then someone doesn't follow along. It's like, I invited you to a costume party. It's not a regular party.
Oh my gosh, you know, the comments are actually very surprising though. Everyone's calling her the a-hole.
Really?
Yeah. No, because for me, that's not a problem at all. I would be glad if they
I
gave
would follow
me.
it, yeah.
I would be happy, like, oh my gosh, that actually helps me in my planet, you know? Like, okay, but everyone is saying, oh, let's see. You're the a-hole. Not everyone has the luxury to own a variety of semi-formal wear. If I got an invite like yours, I would either choose to skip it or go and feel completely and totally embarrassed by why I had to show up. Oh.
That makes sense.
What's more important to you, having your loved ones feel comfortable or getting to enjoy your aesthetic? I just got shut up right now. Are earth colors more expensive than white and black, or?
No, I think it's because someone, if they don't have that color, they just have to go out of their way to shop for it. I kind of understand that because I hate doing that, but at the same time, I don't mind it. Like,
Oh, okay. So people that usually dress like very neutral colors, like white and black and gray,
Yeah, or
might not
someone
have those colors.
Yeah, or if they only wear colors, like bold colors, maybe they don't have a neutral palette in
They
their
have to
closet.
go out of their way for the wedding.
Yeah.
Oh,
I would enjoy going shopping to look for it. I'll be
That's
like,
true.
I can kind of understand, but
okay. Someone else says you're the a-hole. Setting guidelines for formality is one thing. Getting into color shades is something else entirely. Your guests aren't your wedding party, and you should be grateful they're attending. If somebody wears a bright color, who cares? At least they showed up. You're the a-hole. They're guests, not your props. That's the message you want to send. Show up, but don't show up as yourself. Wow, they're getting deep.
I mean, is it really that deep?
It's
though?
not that deep.
It's not that deep in my opinion, but I mean, I don't know. I feel like your friends and like who you want to invite to your wedding are usually a part of your lifestyle and the type of people that you surround yourself with.
And they would understand you
Yeah.
even setting that theme.
If you had friends that don't understand that, then most likely you would probably not set that type of theme.
or they wouldn't even be invited, right?
Yeah, that's how I think. I don't think everyone should be invited to your wedding. I feel like it should be people that really are special to you and, you know.
If it's the people that are around you and accept you for who you are, wouldn't they be like, oh, no brainer about this theme? That's
Yeah,
so
that's
Eunice.
so- yeah.
That's so Shay.
Yeah, so I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe if it's like huge wedding and they're just like mass inviting people,
Okay, that's kind of different. If you're just
then that would
inviting
be
people.
kind of ridiculous for you to expect everyone to follow that theme.
Mhm.
If it's that many people, I'm sure one or two are gonna wear like neon.
But I feel like if you can't follow the dress code, then just don't go.
Yeah.
It's their wedding. Like, respect their wishes, I think. I don't know. That's how I think. Are we the asshole for thinking this? I just feel like it's
I
her
don't
wedding,
know.
her rules. Like, respect her wishes.
Yeah,
and-
it's the one day in their life that's so meaningful. You know, if
Yeah.
you can't follow it, then just don't
just
go.
don't go. So that's it.
But you don't have to be accusing her of being an a-hole
Yeah.
just because you can't get it together.
I think if you have to consider every single person's circumstances, you cannot please everyone. So. that's just
But
how
this
I
day
think
is not a day to be considering everyone else.
Yeah, it's your day. This is the first time we're kind of like going against the popular opinion. Popular
Yeah.
opinion, I don't think she is the a-hole. I think it's her day and yeah. respect
Maybe
her
it just
day.
reached the wrong people. Like, this is just 22 hours ago and there's only 19 people here. Maybe they're just like following the wave. I don't know. But I don't think that you're being the a-hole.
I don't think so either. You can go to the dollar store and find like a brown t-shirt.
That's so true.
It's really not that big of a deal.
Go to AliExpress, Alibaba.
Yeah, buy something from Shein. It's really not that like you can find some nice stuff on Shein. I found a lot of nice stuff on Shein.
Maybe even that is like out of people's expense, which is like understandable. But if that's the case, just don't go. But you don't have to be accusing the bride of being an a-hole for wanting something on her particular day.
Yeah, because for all we know, she could have a group of friends that are into like these aesthetic vibes. And they all might enjoy going along with it. And if there's a people that don't like those vibes, most likely I don't think they would even get invited because that's probably not a part of her lifestyle, right? I don't know. That's how I think. Because my group of friends, we like these kind of stuff.
Same.
We follow it. We'll have theme parties and
yeah,
stuff.
we like
It's fun.
matching and stuff.
Ah.
In the post, she said that it was her mom that was accusing her of being bridezilla, not her friends. So maybe mom just doesn't know that her friends are usually in on these kind of themes, right?
Possibly.
Yeah. I don't know.
So,
we don't
yeah.
think you're the a-hole. We would attend your wedding.
I would.
We would go. We would go shopping for your wedding. I don't know. chimisquad, comment down below if you disagree or if you agree.
Okay, another topic. Am I the a-hole for telling my girlfriend she needs a job? So, I am 22 years old, male, have been dating my girlfriend, female, 21 years old, for 6 months. When my girlfriend was 15 years old, her parents passed away in a car accident. Her sister, who's 30 years old, was 24 back then, took guardianship of my girlfriend. The parents didn't leave a significant inheritance in terms of money, but they inherited the house 50-50. Her sister apparently landed a high-paying job straight from university and has been taking care of my girlfriend financially since the parents' passing. Now my girlfriend is in university and her sister is still financially supporting her. They rent their parents' house and split their earnings 50-50. My girlfriend uses her half to pay for university and still has like a couple $100 left each month. Her sister pays for the room in university, gives her money for food, other expenses, and leisure money. I suggested to my girlfriend she should get a job and stop depending on her sister. She said she had talked about it with her sister, but her sister says she wants her to focus on education and that she can start working once she finishes university. She said her parents supported her sister until she was out of university, and her sister wants to do the same thing for her.
Aww.
She said her sister told her just focus on getting her degree, and once she graduates, she can start looking for jobs. She said her sister told her she will continue to support her until she gets her first paycheck. Really nice of the sister.
Wow.
I told her this was ridiculous. I worked since I was 16 years old. I stopped economically depending on my parents when I turned 18. She already has an advantage that monthly she gets income from the house they rent. She only needs a part-time job to pay for her own expenses. She's 21 years old, and she's still a year away from graduating. So does that mean she will have her first job around 22 to 23? She will almost be as old as a sister when she was taking care of her. I told her this, and she said this is something between her and her sister, and she will appreciate it if I leave this topic alone.
Oh.
Interesting. I kind of understand both sides.
I understand both sides 100%.
Yeah.
But he is kind of pushing his own problems onto her. Just because you had it a certain way doesn't mean everybody has to go through it that way.
I agree. Yeah, he's projecting like his childhood frustration onto her, I feel like.
Yeah, like his upbringing. He's saying like, I was brought up like this, why can't you?
Yeah, but that has nothing to do with him.
Yeah, that has nothing to do with you.
That's the tradition that her sister wants to pass on after the passing of their parents, and that's their business.
Yeah, that has nothing to do with you. You don't lose anything from it.
Yeah, and I feel like she's not being irresponsible either. She's still going to school. She still has like a couple $100 left for leisure money. It's not like she's like spending everything and shopping and going crazy. So I think it's kind of unfair that he's like kind of meddling into their business.
Yeah.
Kind of poking his nose where he doesn't need to.
Yeah. Like, I understand where he's coming from. Maybe if he, like, encouraged her in a more positive way, rather than saying, like, oh, I had a job, why don't you? More like, oh.
Yeah.
Have you looked into these jobs? Like, what? This looks interesting. Would this ever be of interest to you? Like, maybe in a different manner. But you have no right. Like, the audacity.
I think so too.
Yeah.
If you brought it up once or twice and she said stop, then just stop. It's like
not even the second time. Why bring it up the second time? The first time, just stop. Her sister has a high paying job. It's not like they're struggling.
Yeah. I don't want to like forecast anything, but I feel like the fact that he is bothered by this, would he have a hard time being a provider for his wife in the future? I don't know, because why do you care so much?
Yeah, I bet you if she ended up being like a housewife, he would still be like,
You need to get a job.
you need to get a job. Did you
And
see
watch
that
the
guy
kids.
that was like, you've been piggybacking on my income for the past 10 years?
On TikTok?
Yeah.
I hate that.
My heart, like everything just started boiling my blood.
I hate that so much.
That pissed me off. There's a guy on TikTok that went viral for telling his wife that she's been piggyback writing off his income for the past 10 years when she's been taking care of his kids at home. Probably sacrificed her own career for that too.
No, literally. I
It's
really
crazy.
don't like how some women are underappreciated for like being a stay-at-home mother. That's a whole job. I really don't like it when men feel like a woman needs to take care of the house, their child, and bring in money. Like, come on.
Yeah, like you're gonna be a stay-at-home dad?
I mean, women, we are super, okay? We can manage a lot of things, but to expect that from us is kind of like really bizarre and weird. If that's the way you're thinking, I feel like you shouldn't even be like thinking of having a child yet.
Conclusion, what was that result?
It was, you are the asshole.
They said he was right.
Yeah, he's the a-hole. Someone commented, she shouldn't have to work just because you did. You sound jealous and bitter that you have to work and she doesn't. Get over yourself. Can I like this like 100 times? I do see your point. She will struggle working if her first job is at 23, but it is what it is. It's her choice. That's true too. Outside of the US, it's pretty common to get your first job after university. No amount of burger flipping cashier experience is going to make any difference at her new job, whether it's at 16 or 23. Well, personally, I started working when I was like 16 and a half.
Same.
I learned a lot.
Me too.
I learned a lot.
That's that one I disagree with.
I
that
kind of
comment.
disagree with that too.
There are a lot of things you can learn just from flipping burgers.
Yeah, so much.
Yeah.
My parents said the same. My job was to focus on studies and my education. Not everyone has that luxury, but who are you to involve yourself when it isn't affecting you and it isn't your money? It isn't any of your business.
You have nothing to lose. It doesn't benefit you or hurt you in any way. Why speak?
Someone said, you've been dating her for 6 months. Her older sister has been her rock for at least 6 years. Your girlfriend was robbed of the last years of her childhood when she lost her parents. Yeah, if her sister is able to support her financially until she graduates and get a job, that's perfectly reasonable. Stay in your lane.
Oh, that just gave me chills. Yes. Tell him. I hope he's reading these comments, right? They read these,
Oh
right?
yeah, for sure. I'm pretty sure
They
he's
better
like
go back.
he's like, am I?
In denial.
Yeah, I just feel like he does sound a little bitter. Maybe he's looking out for her in the sense that she might struggle when she gets back into the real world.
Yeah, like I said, there's a more encouraging, positive way to go about that rather than sounding like a bitter, jealous, you know?
Yeah, as long as
Insecure
she's
man.
doing her due duties as a student, there's no reason for him to be pushing her to get a job.
Yeah, it's not like she's just rotting at home doing nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Being a student is stressful too. It's a literal job.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. It's not everyone has the luxury of being financially dependable on someone, so
Yeah.
more to you.
And that sister is so sweet,
She's the goat.
honestly.
Yeah.
I'm full. How would you rate this honey pepper pimento sandwich? Out of 10.
I would give it a 5.
I was gonna say 6.5.
It's really nice of you.
Yeah, because I actually enjoyed it because I was very hungry, but would I go out of my way to buy it? Never.
I think their spicy chicken deluxe sandwich is much better. But I'm sure there's a whole crowd of people that might enjoy this more. So let us know down in the comments if you guys enjoyed it or not.
Yeah, if you're into that sweet and savory, cheesy, creamy...
Very cheesy.
If you can eat creamy Alfredo without any Tabasco sauce, you might like this.
If
If you like Nickian food, you know what I mean?
Or nachos and cheese without the jalapenos.
Yeah, if you like that, then you might like this.
Okay guys, we are going to end this episode here. If you enjoyed it, please make sure to give us a big thumbs up, hit that like button, subscribe, post notification bell, ding! If you haven't already, make sure to go ahead and follow our TikTok account, join Instagram account, and we'll see you guys next episode. See you guys then.
Missing someone